My name is Nala Yusuf. I am 22. I am Somali. One day, I stumbled upon a YouTube channel of Somali followers of Jesus and started chatting to them online. At first, I thought they were deceived. But over time, we became friends. They told me about Jesus and urged me to read the Bible. So many of my questions were answered. For the first time ever, I felt peace in my heart. My family suspected nothing, or so I thought. They took me to a place where they tried to cure apostates and psychopaths and tried different rituals to fix what was wrong with me. They beat and locked me up. They even tried some concoction on me. After 1 week, I fled the country with the help of my Christian friends. I was exhausted. I had constant headaches, all because of stress. My faith was shaken. I asked God, "Why do you hate me? Have you forgotten me?" God reminded me that it was He who helped me to escape.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Somalia, which is part of the Horn of Africa.
The Horn of Africa region consists of the countries Ethiopia, Kenya and Somalia, which includes the self-governing region of Somaliland, Eritrea and Djibouti. The Greater Horn of Africa includes another 3 countries, South Sudan, Sudan and Uganda. These 8 countries contain around 200 million people on 4.5 million square kilometres, an area roughly the same as Western Europe.
Now, we have already discussed the Christian persecution occurring in Afghanistan and North Korea, which make up the 2 top spots on the World Watch list for the worst persecuted Christian areas. But now we're going over number 3. What does persecution look like in Somalia? For more than 25 years, Somalia has been a safe haven for Islamic militants who constantly target Christians both in Somalia and in neighboring countries. Groups like Al-Shabaab operate with seemingly little pushback and control large parts of Somali territory. The small number of believers in Somalia are largely Christians who have converted from Islam. Christians are viewed as high-value targets by Al-Shabaab. Even when Christian converts are not targeted by Islamic extremists, they are intensely pressured by their family. Any conversion from Islam is seen as a betrayal to family and community, so just suspicion of conversion can lead to harassment, intimidation, and even murder. Now, as one can see in the ranking of 0 to 100 on the level of persecution occurring in Somalia, this is at 91. Over here in the United States, we might be at 5 or 10. We don't even understand how fearful these Christians are and how in need of help that they truly are.
Somalia's Islamist terror group Al-Shabaab recently joined with Al-Qaeda. It now wants Sharia law and to rid the Muslim country of all Christians. Specific targets are Christian converts from Islam. This Al-Shabaab video swept the internet in September 2008. It shows the brutal beheading of 25-year-old aid worker Mansour Mohammed. He converted to Christianity in 2005. 1 year ago, this Muslim convert to Christianity was awakened in his home by Al-Shabaab soldiers. We agreed to protect his identity and give him a different name, Abdi.
They ransacked my house, searched my bag, and found several pages from a Bible. They had crosses on them.
Abdi was taken away, imprisoned, and tortured.
Tell me what they then did to you and what they said to you.
I was blindfolded, and they put me in a dark, underground cell. They beat me up with a wooden baton. They wanted to know where I got the Bible pages, and if I knew of any others like me. When they finally took the blindfold off, I noticed 3 dead bodies in the room. They placed them there just to frighten me.
His torturers said they were going to kill him, But late one night, Abdi and two cellmates made a daring escape.
The guards thought they had locked our cell door, but it wasn't locked. We opened it, ran to the wall, and started climbing. The guards opened fire on us. Bullets killed one of my cellmates, but the other prisoner and I jumped over the wall.
Reunited with his family, Abdi is now living in a safe place. He says he still suffers physical pain from the torture he endured. Spiritually, he feels closer to God. Somali Christian leaders estimate less than 200 Christians exist in this country of 10 million. Secret believers like this woman, she wants us to call her Fozia, often suffer punishment and humiliation for refusing to conform to Islamic law. Fozia says as a Christian she could not bring herself to abide by al-Shabaab's requirement that women wear a burqa. While Fozia dressed modestly, she did not want her face fully covered. Al-Shabaab Sharia police, similar to these on patrol in Banda Aceh, Indonesia, noticed Fozia walking in public without a burqa.
They said the clothing I was wearing was unacceptable. They said I was naked.
Fozia received a public flogging. She inched her way home despite debilitating injuries.
A female neighbor came to my house to wash my wounds. I was bleeding, my flesh was peeling, and it was extremely painful.
Fozia says it's too risky to own a Bible, so she listens to nightly Christian radio broadcasts from neighboring Kenya. Fozia found refuge at the home of a Christian friend in another Somali city. But what happens to other Somali Christians when their lives are threatened for leaving Islam? Some are receiving help from an American mission group. This safe house not only gives former Muslims a place to eat and sleep, it also provides them with spiritual fellowship and discipleship. It's run by mature believers who host no more than 2 people at a time. Eventually, this safe house will help these temporary residents transition to life on their own. Basma was 7 months pregnant when her Muslim husband divorced her. With nowhere to go, she returned to her mother's house, where she delivered her baby. But when Basma's family discovered she had become a Christian, her stepfather kicked her out of the house.
He said I was infecting the entire household, and he threatened to kill me if I didn't leave.
Basma was forced to live on the street with her infant until a VOM worker met her and offered her refuge at the safe house.
I was praying that God would give me a house where I could sleep. This is a very good house, a house of worship, a house of God. He answered my prayers.
Fozia and other Somali Christians are praying for a better life, one free from the oppression of al-Shabaab and other Islamists.
Pray that we Somali believers will live our lives closer to the kingdom of God. Pray that we will endure the weight of life in this Islamic nation.
magacayga waxaa la yiraahdaa Sheena Gaabow waxaan deganaa waddanka Ingiriiska waxaan ahay nin Soomaaliyeed oo Masiixi ah ama Christian sida u taqaanaanba waxaan idin leeyahay idinka codsanayaa Rabbiga idinkaga baryayaa inaad Masiixa u timaadaan Masiixa aad soo raacdaan Masiixa wuxuu yiri waxaan ahay jidka waxaan ahay runta waxaan ahay nolosha jid kale ma jiro aan ahayn ka Masiixa Masiixiyadu waa badbaado u kaaliya badbaadada si aan dhamaantaanba meesha Rabbiga uu noogu tagalay aan u deganaana u joogno asagna aan la joogno jecel uu noo qabo daraada ayuu noo doortay uu noo badbaadiyay ee u kaaliya Masiixa walaalaha Soomaaliyeed meel kasta oo joogtaanba waana mahadsantihiin.
Once again, I encourage all of us to pray for these persecuted Christians in Somalia. That's the greatest thing that we can do. But if you would also like to give, then there is Open Doors Ministry, which I always really recommend. You can go to their page, which I'll leave a link in the description of this video. Or as usual, you can visit my own website, go to the donate page, and you'll find the link clearly, and it's the second one under St. Jude's.